wish you could ask a designer for advice? Well, you can. You just have to email your questions to us, and pros like Shai are going to answer you because he's great like that. So he's back now to help us check our viewer inbox. And our first question comes from Lori in BC. So Lori says we have a dark basement in our new home with a full brick wall and a black stove. Should we consider painting the stove brick and built-in shelving white? Or would using prefab adhesive panels be a better choice? Additionally, we are looking for suggestions on the best type of lighting to brighten up the space. See, I like what she did there.
Yeah.
Because she's going to ask you everything.
Yes, and
she doesn't know when she's going to get you again.
Exactly right. So the questions come in very detailed. I'm like, perfect. I'm not guessing.
That's right. Fix it all.
Fix it all. So here's the thing. She lives out in BC. It's like a nature reserve. It's like one of the prettiest places on earth. So I really want to play to that. I want to play to that nature. You know, it is very dark. The brick was darker. She was asking, should she lighten it up, how to lighten it up, where to put colors where. So I'm definitely going to suggest she paint out the brick in a white.
Yeah.
You know, I reached out to Sharon Grech and made sure that the right type of paint, we are suggesting the right type of paint, which is any latex interior paint.
Okay.
But the tip was, you want to make sure that all the soot on the brick is clean, because soot is actually, exactly, it's almost like a sealer. It won't let the paint absorb into the brick if you have it, so clean it well first. And that's already going to brighten it up. She has the black stove there, so all of a sudden it pops. This architectural detail that against the dark brick almost got lost. Now we play to it and it brightens it up.
Beautiful.
I also want to talk about, there we go. I also want to talk about the shelving.
Okay.
So she has very dark shelving now in the space. Again, she's in BC. I want to do beautiful reclaimed shelves.
I love those.
Right? And they're thick. They're substantial. What I like about this is, first of all, we're doing something great for the environment. We're repurposing wood in a space. BC is all about that, right? It's all about the nature, repurposing, and sustainability. So this is great, but also the depth. So the depth or the height of the shelves is quite large and substantial. They're not thin. They're not like those ones that you buy at big box stores, which can sometimes disappear on a wall. So this has that beautiful substantive feel to it, and also then you can actually accessorize with bigger pieces because it has that weight. It has that weight to it.
So this is a question we received from Brenda. So Brenda writes, I am a longtime viewer of Cityline seeking design advice for my home's exterior. Specifically, I'm curious about whether to keep my porch railing and what materials to use, as well as ideas for updating the front steps and the walkway. I'm open to any other suggestions for improving the curb appeal of my home. My goal is I want to get away from the colonial style of the 80s when the house was built.
This is what subdivisions, many subdivisions in Canada are. And when she's asking to change the overall look of a colonial space, it's not only about little things. You're going to need to invest and change in some bigger things.
Okay.
Let's start off with the railings. So in her railings, she has on the top of the spindles almost like capitals. They come out, they jut out. That gives it more of a traditional feel.
Yeah.
What I like about here and what I'm suggesting is that the spindles are very linear, very clean lines. This is already more contemporary, already more transitional, and it's taking away from that more colonial look, and I think that this really does it well.
Yeah.
The next thing that I want to look at is, of course, the garage door. This is going to be a big part of it because you drive up to a house, it's one of those first things that you see, right?
Yeah.
So the garage door that she has those kind of rounded lights in it. It's a little bit dark. The lines in it, the boxes in it are very kind of builder grade. I'm suggesting we do something like this. It's a shaker style. The lines in it are much more substantive, and also the side lights or the windows are linear. They're not rounded. So it's much more contemporary. It's cleaner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing that we want to talk about is, of course, you cannot talk about the exterior of a home without talking about curb appeal.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? So curb appeal, have some beautiful foliage. You want to have trees. You want to have varying heights.
Yeah.
Her home also, it's a two-story, but it does have that lower kind of feel. So to be able to play with the height, with the different, the different plants, the different trees, this is really going to play to the different varying heights that she has in her space.
I love that.
All right. And then
Another one, yeah.
Yeah, last, she spoke about the lights. Now, the carriage lights, when you drive up to that home, it's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Carriage lights, guys, I mean, it's like, hi, I'm colonial. It's the calling card.
Right.
So I want to change them out, and instead of doing the carriage lights, do these dome lights. But look at what I'm doing. I'm doing them in white. Her garage door, her front door, all the siding is all white.
Yes.
Why not do this? That black kind of light on there gets lost on the red brick.
Yeah.
This is going to be a much better option.
Shai, so good. I just wish in real life we could just go bing,
Yeah.
and the landscaping was done. Bing, change
Right?
my garage door. It's so good. Okay, remember, everyone, email your questions to us at submissions@cityline.tv. Give us the photos, give us the video, give us all the details. They love it.
Yes.
And our experts will answer you on air.